Everyone's sexual fantasy comes true tonight. Forgot technicalities. What does the world look like tomorrow? Some people are going to be walking funny for a couple days. Some won't be walking at all. Don't judge my amputation fetish. Nuggets. They're called nuggets. Have you ever been on DeviantArt? This reality is over. Well, time for a longer quarantine, everyone. I feel like a long quarantine is what led to this question. Well, I'm waking up in the morning, suddenly a 300 pounds bodybuilder with a naked chick lying on top of me. Out of 158 responses so far, you are the only one besides me who fantasizes about self-improvement. A lot less eye contact. Or a lot more. Based on stay. Probably lots of mythical creatures. Interspecies reviewers in real life. God, what a world that would be. Probably better than ours. Their world has a ridiculously stable economy. Some people have illegal sexual fantasies, so cops might have to put in a few extra hours once they figure out how to uncuff themselves from the bedposts. I have a feeling most people in a uniformed profession will end up otherwise occupied. F the police. Millions of copies of many celebrities. Furries, dragons, cat girls, snake ladies, giants, eldritch abominations, lizard people, etc. are now all real, I guess. What about the lusty Argonian maid? Is that real? Fun fact, when you first open the lusty Argonian maid, it skips right to the good part, implying that your character has read it before they went to Skyrim. Probably a lot of people filing for divorce. A lot of people taking Plan B. And a lot of people getting tested for STDs. Welcome to the world of herpes pandemic. Everywhere is SX now. I must be missing context, because when I read SX, my first thought is a retired aircraft carrier. Please explain. Essex is a county of England with a reputation for promiscuity. Probably covered in tentacles like Futurama, the beast with a billion backs. Gone. I mean, it's really likely that at least one person's fantasy is to have sex during the apocalypse. But what if my fantasy is to save the world by having sex? What if my fantasy is that there are no fantasies? Lots and lots of semen and S&P drenching the planet. And that's the good news. Sticky edit. Thank you so much for these prestigious awards. Yup, incredibly sticky. This also serves dual purpose for all the people with the fantasy of cleaning up. If the world is not destroyed by mythical beasts or giant penises or giant breasts, the sewer systems will fail due to all the flushed condoms or other evidence, leading to further chaos. Based on what's on Pornhub, there will be a whole lot of awkward family discussions. What are you doing, step bro? Death by snoozo. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised. Shame and regret. Well, there got to be at least one guy who jacks off to an idea of nuclear war, so I guess there will be no tomorrow. Yes, using his erection with a giant cheeseburger on the end of it. There's gonna be one person who fancies Cthulhu, and they've just destroyed humanity. Probably more than one. The universe would be destroyed because there are people who have sexual fantasies about growing their piece so big that they break space-time. I'm not joking. There are people who write in graphic detail stories about their PS growing bigger than buildings, mountains, planets, stars, solar systems, galaxies, universes, and beyond. Edit. Wow. I think this is now my highest rated comment. I did not expect that. Yo. What the frick? Everyone walks around in shame for the first 2 days, and then the horniness will come back and everyone will be itching to experience their fantasy again. The Craigslist ads would be unreadable. Haha, 2 days? You underestimate me. Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies. Rivers and seas boiling. 40 years of darkness. Earthquakes. Volcanoes. The dead rising from the grave. Human sacrifice. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. 147 necrophiliacs and 7,000,000 dead assholes. Are the assholes dead? Or are the asshole people dead? Yes. In that order. Tentacles everywhere. The streets spill over white, red, and brown. Ah yes, America colors. I for one welcome our new asexual overlords. But they wouldn't be immune to other people's fetishes, would they? If anything, they'd be outright powerless. Good question. A lot more furries than you think, especially thanks to Beasters, also known as the I'm Not a Furry But the Show. Yup, still wrestling with my reaction to some of those Heru scenes. Scarlett Johansson would have a lot of STDs. Every even somewhat sexy celebrity would have a lot of sex and STDs in a very short period of time. Poor Danny DeVito. 7 billion rounds is too much even for him. So then I started blasting.